Good evening, my friends. It's Jayashrii with the Finding Freedom podcast. I hope that you are doing very well. And this week we have a great question pertinent for the upcoming holiday, and it is, how do I deal with holiday gatherings and difficult family dynamics? This is a common situation. Sometimes the holidays can feel like they're more stressful than they are celebratory. And we can certainly make the most out of this. What I do is awareness practice. And so in awareness practice, we use everything in our lives as practice. And this is a Zen Buddhist practice, and it's essentially seeing how we cause ourselves to suffer so that we can drop that and end suffering. And what we cannot overcome or transcend what we don't see or encounter. So everything becomes a gift. And when we take it less personally or not personally at all, we see it always as a lesson in this classroom of Earth School. And in that way, we know that this is where our evolution lies, and that without challenge, we wouldn't grow, and we wouldn't evolve, and we wouldn't find freedom. We would be stuck. It's just like we don't want to stay in kindergarten for the full 12 years of school. We want to progress forward, and it's the same on the spiritual path. As we let go of more and more that isn't who we are, in other words, as we wake up and realize our true nature in the pursuit of self-realization, the challenges will get greater and greater. But soon we realize that we're adequate to it all. And we welcome the challenges because they're doors to freedom. So specifically, this question is asking about how to deal with difficult family dynamics. And what is so challenging with this is that we tend to, these are the most challenging. Coming back into our family of origin, we fall into our old roles. But we don't have to. We don't have to at all. And so the same keys will apply here. Say a lot less than is necessary. Listen more than we think we need to. And know that anything coming from ego, whether it's our own or other people and their ego, we don't need to take it seriously. It has nothing to do with us. And so we can use the technique of reflective listening. And if somebody is coming to us with the types of triggering interactions that we've gotten very used to, the same dramas that we've been, the same dances that we've been playing out for years, instead of engaging ego to ego, we can reflect what the person says. Because you know what is funny is that most people don't even realize what's coming out of their own mouths. And when they hear it reflected back, it can be a shock. And that's not the point. The point isn't that we want to shock people, but it's really a gift to reflect back. Not only does the person feel heard And we have to be present in order to do it. In other words, when we're present, we're not in our ego getting triggered. But that person will, as I said, get the opportunity to hear what they're saying. And they'll realize that we're not getting hooked. We're just present. And so when we maintain this middle way, this neutral place of presence, where we can see through the facade, and we can know that language is riddled with landmines, and it's generally ego that is speaking. I mean, really 99% of what we say is coming from ego. And we don't need to take it, as I said, personally in others or in our own heads. As I've often said on these podcasts, thought is ego. The mind is what we want to transcend. And it's completely filled with past and future, past being depression, future being anxiety, and it's generally of a negative nature, and it's all lies. And we can turn it around and know the opposite is true. So when we come to a family event and we expect to be triggered the way we've always been, we know that this is fertile ground for our evolution. And this is an opportunity to transcend that which has historically caused ourselves to suffer, so that we can begin dropping it. And when we no longer resist and we no longer engage and react, it just takes the charge out of the situation. And the people who have previously been coming to us with these dramas, they stop because they see that there's no charge in it. They're not going to get a rise out of us. And we're not playing the game anymore. We're just offering presence. That's the purest love that there is. And it's all that anybody wants. Everyone just wants love at the end of the day. And it's not anything that we need to do. It's not anything that we need to offer. It's who we are. Just being present, non-judgmental, expecting nothing. That's what people want. It's an energy. It's not a way of speaking. It's not a rescuing. It's not a teaching of anything. It's not enlightening people. It's not trying to do anything or get anything to be a certain way. It's just showing up in our presence. And as I've said so many times, reflective listening is the best way to do this when we're interfacing with other people. And now you can also reflective listen in your head. So if you don't want to do it out loud so much, you can just try to repeat everything that the person is saying inside your own mind. This is very, very difficult. And again, the person will sense how present and focused you are with them, and they're going to really feel that. And it's probably going to surprise them. And you are giving yourself the gift of presence. It's the ultimate. There is nothing better. There's nothing in this world that is better than presence. It's who you are. It's the ultimate. And anything that requires us to be present is a gift. So this is what my simple answer is to this question. How do I deal with difficult people during holidays? That would be it. If you find that you're being challenged, because this is a practice and you don't have to be perfect at it right out of the gate. It's going to take some practice. So take lots of breaks. Go on walks by yourself. Excuse yourself and just meditate. Take deep breaths. Have a mantra if you like. And record and listen about things that challenge you, and talk to your inner mentor and receive the guidance that only your inner mentor can provide. And then listen back to that guidance over and over and over while you're with your family to reinforce what is true. And if you would like guidance on how to set up this practice for yourself, I am very happy to do that. I do that with my clients. And I can also work with you on the refinement of reflective listening as well. So let me know what your thoughts are, what your particular challenges are during the holidays. And please comment below. Give this a like. I hope that was helpful. Please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube. And be sure to share a topic that you would like to have discussed on a future podcast. As always, I wish you so much love, light, and presence. Namaskar.